Hi, everybody. Yes, this is Phyllis Y. Whitley. Happy New Year's. If you have been spiritually victimized and traumatized, welcome to Spiritology Live, where I bring my #1 Amazon bestseller book to life. Each episode will be a raw, spiritual, metaphysical, holistic space of consciousness for self-healing as you learn how to break the religious shackles and master your promised land and manifest also within. Let's go. Hi, everybody. This is a happy New Year's. I am already determined that this is going to be one of my many, 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 many best blessings, best promised land to date. This year, I'm just going to go overboard. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go overboard. Why not? Tomorrow's not promised because tomorrow's really today. So with that being said, I'm not going to go and tell you that revelation, huh? But what we are going to do is, this is a part 2. We're going to go straight into it. It's the New Year's resolution. Some of y'all had a quick review on why your resolutions was not, I don't want to laugh, but resolutions that really, and the top of it, and resolutions that never would amount to anything. Those were seeds thrown in the field that just died because you put it in the wrong soil. I explained to you why less than 50% of these resolutions failed. We talked about exercise. We talked about losing weight, quit smoking, travel, all of this stuff. And literally, I told you by now, you should get something to write down, whether it's Word doc, a pamphlet, or journal, or whatever. And the reason why I told you that is because write the vision and make it plain on the tablet that he may run who read it. Habakkuk 2:2. You know why I said that? Why, Miss P? Because if you're not writing it down, your angels can't run with it. God said, my word should not return unto me void. That's your word. Hello? That's why each year you reap the harvest of your words. Speaking of which, I got a book called Wordology, and I will help you revise all the junk that people put into your ear gates. With that being said, I hope you have it together. We said that we was going to go ahead and I was going to teach you about quarterly because it's 12 months. So you want to start off really small, something you can handle. Don't come and say, I want $1 million. I told you about that. You have to work it, and then it will work you. So this is a part 2, and we are literally going to go into the New Year's resolutions that are successful and manifest. The first thing you're going to do on top of your paper, you're going to change that to the new you. I think I would say new you revelations instead of resolutions. With that being said, I'm going to tell you this, and you're just going to be like, oh my God, Miss P, come on now. It got to be more to that. It's just simple. That's why he said, write it plain. It don't have to be hard, my dear. Well, we're going to go into some little things that I have in Spiritology. Yes, Spiritology. This is all based on my book. And this dessert that I'm going to give you is from chapter 12 called I Got the Power. Did you hear me? I got the power. You don't need to sit at a health spa and talk to the person for hours telling them why you have to lose weight, why you want to exercise when you got 20 exercise equipment in your house. And then they sit back and look at you and say, look at this fool. I know I'm going to give her the biggest plan. And then you get stuck. You know what? Let me stop. How many of y'all listening to this and you got a gym membership and they are getting money from you every month and they've been doing it for years? I know some people have done this. I'm telling you, some of my clients, and I say, go cancel it. That little money that you have can be an investment. That little money that you are giving to them can go into a travel fund or investments in stock. You understand what I'm saying? It is so many things that you can do. The first thing we're going to do is build up our spirit because it's really supposed to be a new you. Every single year, you should be transforming to a greater you. So, what you do is you go outside of yourself. Hello. And then you tell your flesh, I'm going to negotiate with you and I'm going to go do this. We're going to start exercising. We're going to get organized and we are going to save money. I'm going to spend time with the family. But then you tell the family, I can't spend time with you because I got to work. And if I don't work, I don't get paid. And then you use up all of your time and your vacation because somebody left you or somebody's not acting right or you caught your other half cheating. I know you say that's negative, but I'm telling you, did you not hear in the beginning I said raw? Because this is what happens. And we do all this. I'm guilty of this, but I've learned, I have brought my conscious level up. So part 2 is bringing your conscious level up to a point where you really take action on your spirit realm. Your spirit realm will start helping you control your flesh. What do that got to do, Miss P, with New Year's revolution? We're not talking about New Year's revolution. We're talking about the new you. The new you. The new you. You want every time you walk around people to look at you and say, oh, wow, what's going, is this, wait a minute, what did you do? So what we're going to do today is we are going to go ahead and look at some of the stuff that you had in the past. First of all, we are not after anything that is only temporary. All these things for, like, you go run into the gym and then you turn around and you got the pad on for quit smoking and then you clean your house just in January. All of that stuff don't work. You know why? Let's look at my quote. Idleness is a deadly screenshot. Action is power. A lot of y'all don't take the action. You don't take the action necessary. The first action is write it on a tablet, type it in Word doc, write it in your journal. You should be coming to me with a quarterly plan. Put down, maybe, if I was you, I would literally put down, you got 12 months. Write down 5 goals that you want. Let's X that out. Write down 3 goals quarterly. If you do that, you will find that it's much plain simpler to go ahead and finish those goals. Those goals are going to be the new you. We're not looking at New Year's resolution. We're looking at the new you revelation. And you start with 3. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start with, first of all, you're going to come out of the idleness. Remember I said action is power. So you literally got the power. No more standing in line and fooling yourself. We're going to change that. Change your exercise. Instead of saying you want to go ahead and exercise, we're going to change it to movement. How do you move? How can you get extra movement? Number 1, parking. Parking literally farther from any store you go to. Yes, let that be your walk on. Or get up and start walking. If you have a dog, let that dog not walk across the street, but go on a walk and measure it. Get a fit wash and measure. If you do those little things, if you notice I'm talking about movement, take the stairs at work. If you got a staircase in your house, do you know that's the best equipment? The first thing we're going to do is we're not going to go and buy equipment. You're going to literally take that money that you get ready to give to the gym and you're going to use what's in your house to be your exercise. Wow. And then that money that you had, you're going to close your account and you're going to turn around and start investing it. Put it in right now in a account called travel because you wanted to travel. or account called investment because you're going to invest it. And so your exercise is going to change to movement. What can you do? You got to stair. If you got a staircase, you should be shame on you. That's your exercise going up there, going up and down the stairs. Go ahead and challenge yourself to go up and down the stairs 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. Some of y'all say, "Oh, I have knee problem." Well, sometimes the knee problem is coming from a lot of built weight. The other part of it is that those muscles of the knee area need to build muscle. Well, Miss P, it's just too much. I mean, I can't do it. I'm telling you, once you start with going up and down 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, it'll be nothing. You just be flying up the stairs and coming back. I'm not telling you to run. I'm telling you to walk and do something with your knees. You can go ahead. Now you can go online and get some ankle weights or something like that. You want to build that area up because one of the things is the knee is when people have to get to the point where they have to get surgery, they don't say, "Doctor, that hurts." "Oh, doctor, I don't know what to do." And I'm telling you, I have witnessed people who had knee surgery and they couldn't really walk anymore, or they limp, or they went the painkiller is the pain is terrible. So they have to be prescribed painkillers over and over again. And I know it's gruesome, but yes, people have done it because they let their knee go. And a lot of it is because they never exercise. They sit there and they eat everything, that gluttony spirit, remember? Will tell it all. So you want movement. You want to park a little bit farther. If you go to the mall, not to sit down and eat. Go to the mall and shop. That is your movement. Give yourself kudos for just doing a little bit extra. You literally, if you have a big house, walk around your house. If you live in a complex, a cul-de-sac, you can walk around. Give yourself permission to do it. Now, what you're doing is, remember, this is not New Year's resolution. This is new you, revelation, because you are going to flip and revise the old resolutions that you had. The next one, now when I'm telling you, this is not your 3 to 5 new you quarterly plan. I'm giving you some things that you can go ahead and I'm throwing it in the air, and then you can write 3 to 5. And don't go overboard. What you're going to do is if you get past those 3 and you accomplish that, you can carry that over to the next quarter, and you can say, "Okay, I done this. Now let me go do this." But the reason why you carrying over because you don't want to stop the walking. When you get to the point where you say, "You know what? I go up and down the stairs and don't even breathe hard. It is nothing for me to do. It is nothing for me to go ahead and park a little bit farther." Some of you might not need that handicap parking. And somebody who do need it, they need it, but some of y'all don't need it. Okay. And the other one that we was going to is to lose weight. You don't want to go ahead and say lose weight. You really want to go ahead and change your eating habits. Incorporate, and what I mean by that is, don't go and get fruit and vegetables and and you say, "Oh, this is rabbit food." Cook the way you cooking, but change things over. If you suffer for all kind of immune system illness, first thing you might want to do is start making the things that you make. Like if you fry food, change your flour to gluten-free. Something that small. You see, it's that little. Make it plain. Some of you say, "Oh, well, Miss P, I mean, I don't know, like the way that says." That's a lie. That's a lie because you can't taste the flour. You can still get crunchy food out of that. Yes, you can. Crunchy fish. I know because I do it. You can get crunchy, whatever you do. Whether you eat fish or whatever, or you eat chicken or whatever. The second thing is start buying if you have to eat beef. Go to a store. It's going to be a little bit more, and get places like Sprout, Whole Food, get chicken and all of that It's not injected with so much hormones because what you're eating is deadly. It's poisonous. The harder they treat or the better they treat the animals that you are incorporating and eating, that same spirit is going to come to you. Hostile spirit is going into you. If that chicken and that pig was tortured, that same spirit is going into you. I'm not trying to make you a vegetarian. I'm a pescatarian. And I'm a healthy pescatarian. So it doesn't mean that I'm not trying to lose weight. So you want to change, incorporate things into your eating habit. You literally want to, instead of saying, I want to lose weight, you want to literally tone yourself. Because if you concentrate on toning the word, change the word, because that losing is your subconscious mind's not going to accept that. You don't have to concentrate on your weight or your clothes literally getting loose if once you incorporate movement. Because if you incorporate movement more than what you have done before, when you go to that next quarter, you literally gonna say, well, my clothes are fitting me loose without getting on the scale every day. Because it's gonna tone you down. You're gonna go get some weights, ankle weights, wrist weights. The other thing is a lot of people say quit smoking. A lot of times smoking is a nervousness. It's you get depressed. You're bored. You like to smoke and talk. You like to be looking at the TV. Get some chewing gum or get something that when you bored, like a puzzle that you can go ahead and do. But I'm telling you, the chewing gum, literally sugar free. Chewing gum probably is like a laxative. So get some natural good chewing gum, and you will find that that helps you when you go through those moments instead of you just grabbing food, because it is a known fact. People who quit usually go straight to food and they gain weight. The other one we had is organizing, clean out the clutter. Virtually clean out your clutter. I have talked about this. Well, how do you do it virtually? Your text messages is probably slamming. I didn't get your text. You curse out people. You didn't send me a text. And when you go back, you realize that you had 10 texts and it just pushed their text farther down. Clean out the clutter. Clean out your emails. I have said this time and time again. You don't need all that email. A lot of your emails is spam, and you can take 1 hour of your time or 30 minutes of your time and go through everything that you're getting and you don't buy, and just literally it's spam. Put it in a spam folder. That's how easy it is. The first thing I do is I go and unsubscribe. Because once you give out your telephone number or whatever, when you go to a grocery store or any place, they say, oh no, we do not spam you. Of course they don't. They give it to somebody else, a third party. So here go a secret. Clean out the clutter. Your area that you're working in. If you want more money, clean out that area. I have told people this and they came back to me and it has so many countless manifestation. See, the stuff that I give you, you're going to manifest quickly. And they say, oh, I got a check in the mail. Oh, I got unexpected money. Oh my goodness, I looked through my email and I didn't realize that somebody had literally was getting in contact with me, clarify my address to get a check. It can be those small lawsuits that they're saying, hey, we know you had this product. You are missing out if you don't go in there. Give yourself an hour to go through all your email. If I can do it, if I got 6, 7, 8 emails, because I have a small business, you can do it. The other thing, you said spend time with your family. What you want to do is do a movie time out. I'm amazed at the people who don't go to the movie. It's almost like it's a Southern thing. I'm from the North. I lived at the movie. I lived looking at all the Black movies, James Brown, Pam Grier, and of course, Bruce Lee. And I was set in the movie. At that time, movies came right after each other. So I have set in the movie from 12 o'clock to 6. I was around the corner from my house. So I'm a movie buff. But at this point, what you want to do is start going to the movie. I know you say it's a pandemic. It's lighting up now and you can go, and I go in there and I always have my little cleaner when I go, and my daughter, if she's with me, we have that. Go by yourself. If you don't have nobody to go by yourself and let it be your time to yourself. We're going to talk about that in the next episode. With that being said, if you don't want to go out, oh, it's the pandemic, I don't want to go out, I don't want to, or whatever, and if you have a home movie in your house, build one, get one. If you don't, I made my living room like a home movie. Literally, you already got the TV. And the last time I was talking to people, I said, I'm talking to the Black community because the last time I looked out, I was Black. I am Black. And I'm talking about the Blackness. My Blackness is going to give you some revelation. So you won't be one of those who buy 20 machines and have it stashed in your garage and the machine never see your face. And if you have one machine out, exercise machine, is you arguing with it. It's looking at you, you're not looking at it. So I'm talking to the community who is stereotyped, but I've been there. I'm one of those who had to come out that consciousness level, and I want you to brace your consciousness. I want you to go ahead and enjoy watching a nice movie with your kids, your family. Have movie time, make the popcorn. If you can't cook, tell everybody, especially the one who know how to cook, bring a dish. That's your family time. You can do that on a Saturday night. You can put at least a minimum of 3 hours. It's no such thing you don't have time unless you're working 7 days a week. And if you're working 7 days a week, make sure you get a good insurance. Your kid's going to need it when you go. So with that being said, you have no excuse. You can go to a game. Go get the old games. Like, remember Monopoly? I think I literally, I'm going to get that. I'm going to order that. You can get checkers, chess. You can go online. Now, here's another thing. You can cook together. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm literally helping you make this a new you. All of that stuff that you're doing that I'm telling you to do is realistic. It's realistic. You're going to go online and buy ankle weights and stuff like that to help the knee when you're going up the stairs or whatever it is that you have to go through. And you want to change to gluten-free. You want to make sure you got something live going into your body. Get a good live drink, or you can literally make sure you have, the oldest trick, salad. Hook up your salad. If you like fruits, put fruits in there. Whatever your favorite vegetable is, just indulge in that and make it cold. Make it a salad. You have so many daggone tricks that you can do. The other thing is, we talked about spending time with the family and travel. What you want to do is that first month, you want to go ahead and get a vacation fund. I think every bank have it. Holiday, I don't forget what they call it, vacation, whatever. And they usually have it and give it back to you in September. If not, you can go ahead and name it and put it in for that. The first thing I want you to go ahead and do is, if you have never traveled outside, I recommend cruises. The pandemic has ceased enough that the cruises are good. Because the thing about the cruise, if you take a vacation somewhere, the money that you have to spend with everybody, including tips, and going to each store, each restaurant, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner is not compared to when you pay that lump sum when you go on a cruise. Everything is paid for. Even the gratuities is paid for if you allow it to be. You don't want to pay it at the end. With that being said, travel within your city. Go take your kids to the zoo. Go take them to the museum. They don't even know. They were like, well, I never been here. Go explore your city, and you will find it. Once you start doing that, you can manifest exploring another city. You notice I said that. And then what you want to go ahead and do is that goal, you want to go ahead and put at least one outside your state or outside your country that you want to go ahead and visit. That's one of your goals. The other thing is your money. Don't say save, you are investing. You want to make sure that you invested 3 to 6 months of your mortgage or your rent. That is going to start in January. And once you go ahead and do that, that will help anything that comes in that's I won't say unexpected. I would name it. Don't call it a rainy day. Don't call it emergency, because you will have emergencies. Call it the blessing pot. Call it a cup running over account. Call it abundance, because that account is really, you say abundant mortgage or whatever. That is going to be your place for that when you choose to go to do what you want to do with that. I don't want you to go and take that and say, hey, I'm going on a vacation. That's what you're going to do. And you're going to invest your money in interest bearing. Once you do all of that, you're going to realize something. As you go to the next one and learn more of the manifestation, is that what I'm giving you is a lifestyle plan. It's not a one-trick pony. So now that you have learned all of that, I went so far over that I'm just going to say thank you for coming to my space. What's new? Wordology. Ask Jalen. And by now I should have finished, hopefully, my next book that I'm going to write. I want you to share this podcast with all of those that you know, because I don't know them. And because we went out of time, I'm going to say, remember, it's loving yourself is right. You don't want to be wrong.